Good morning, everybody. Hello. Hey, it's Becky from Power Tools with Thread. You are in our Stitchuation room. This is a virtual stitching retreat where you hang out with me in here. Follow me on my sewing journey. Maybe I keep you company in your sewing room while you guys are working in there. And maybe I can inspire you to put something under the needle too. We are in Weatherford. Yeah, thank you, Keith. We are in Weatherford, Texas, which is just west of Fort Worth. So we are making our way up to Colorado, but we stopped here for the night. I'm working off of my laptop, don't have my regular, oh, Frito says, Mom, would you please give me my treats? Y'all, I got to tip my laptop down so you can see her. Let me see if I can get, there she is. There's my girl. Here you go, sweetie. Yeah, good girl. Y'all, look at my bruises. I beat myself up loading the Jeep. My girl. There you go, Fredo. And do I have a stick for you in here? I don't think I do. Daddy, I don't have a stick for her. Oh, nope. Nope, I don't have one. She wants a stick. I'm going to have to get one. Just a second, you guys. Y'all are so patient and accommodating. Just a minute here. Let me get a chew bone for her to brush her teeth. There we go. Pardon my backside, y'all. Excuse me. Push this up here. Here you go. Bye, baby girl. Uh-oh. She dropped it. There we go. Oh, my goodness. So I want to thank Rachel and Rhonda and Mary for reaching out to me. You guys are here, local, and offered dinner and visits and whatnot. But once we got, well, good morning, Betty. I love that name. That's the name of my Jeep, is Betty. Once we got here and set up, we were both just needed to decompress from the trip. You know, coming up I-35 from San Antonio all the way to Fort Worth. That was something. That was definitely something. So great travel though, and we only caught a little bit of rain right outside of Austin, but I heard we got 1.5 inches at the house. Goodness. All right. Did I get one of those cute seersucker dresses like Bonnie has? Yes, ma'am. I got 3 of them. I saw her. We were together several weeks ago on the cruise, and I said, oh my gosh, that's adorable. Yeah, they're from Magellan, from Academy. I love it. And I've got my little Fritos morning coffee. How about that? From Glory. She made me these mugs, and they live in my motorhome. I love it. Who takes care of my mail when I go away? Debbie, I do a mail stop with USPS, hold mail. So, yeah, it's not coming. I have a house sitter anyway, so. Awesome. Well, hey, Marianne, you're up in Austin. Yeah. So weird to see me not in a quilting t-shirt. I know, Bernadette. I was just telling Keith, I said, I only brought like 3 shop shirts with my logo on them for when I'm doing my classes. So these 6 weeks, the only quilting shirt I have with me is a quilting, saying shirt, is the one I was wearing yesterday morning, because that's what I wore on the road. So I didn't change when we got going. So today I want to stitch up the Fall Flowers block from Autumn Love. And I'm going to do it today the old-fashioned way. There are a lot of folks that are doing this with us that don't have a scan and cut and maybe are brand new to embroidery, and they're not real sure how to do this. And since the file is included on the USB, the tack down, that's just what I'm going to do. We were only here for one night. I didn't have time to set up the scan and cut and all that. So I'm still going to do it. I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way. And that is the plan. And I've got the USB in the drive. I did save the design files. I've saved them all over the place. I have them on my desktop at home, and now I've got them on another USB here. Old school. That's right, Midge. Old school. Going to be doing it that way. So throughout the process, I'll be turning like this, and you guys can see the machine. And this is the Brother NQ 3700D. This is the Disney version of the machine that I gave my granddaughter. and last year, and hers is the NQ 3550W. So if you're looking to get a great travel machine, the 3550W is the exact same thing, just no Disney. And you know, you may not need Disney, so why pay for that? I didn't have access to a 3550W when I bought this. So anyway, hi, Vicky. You're fast at old school. That's okay, Charlene. Yeah. This makes you happy. Yeah. See, there's a lot of people who watch that don't want to fiddle with the brilliance and go through all of that. The only thing I'm going to have to do, I do want to add in the background quilting. And there's not a way to insert the background quilting outside of Embrilliance in just the machine in the right stitch order it needs to go to. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And it involves knowing what color stop you're at, stopping the design, adding in the background quilting, let that finish as its own design, and then go back into the fall flowers block and start up again where you left off. So Cecilia's loving the old school too. So this is a way for those of you that don't have embroidery software to be able to do this method too if you want. And it's a really cool way. So, all right. So I've got my dime. This is a 6x10 hoop. Okay. This is their magnetic hoop. I've already got the no-show mesh stabilizer on it. I'm just using one layer. I think it's going to be fine. I think it is. We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't pucker up. If it does, I'll have to redo it, right? And I do need to switch my thread color. And the first thread color that's going to matter is, let me get here. Well, Georgette, that's great. She says, I'm very happy you're doing it this way. Yeah. How many background quilting am I using altogether? Barbara, I'm not sure. Probably as many blocks as there are. My plan is to use the crosshatch in all of the outer blocks and then a chicken wire on the inner blocks. I think that'll be cute. So cute haircut. Thank you, Vicky. Yeah, she did a good job. I'm getting a new color when we come back too. It's called, I can't remember what it was called, but it's like lighter. I don't know. Anyway, you use 2 layers and it worked perfect. I probably need to, that probably wouldn't be a bad idea to add another layer. Okay, so let's get started. I'm real cramped here and I'm going to try to make this work. So let's see. I've got all my thread and everything sitting right here. You want to wave, Keith? Wave. There's my husband. Did I get to swim in the new pool? We don't swim, we sit, but yes, we did. It was awesome. So I am using the Designs by Juju Quilt As You Go crosshatch, 5x5 crosshatch, because this block trims to the finished size of this block is 5x5. You know what? Maybe I will. Maybe I need to put another layer of stabilizer on here. So I'll just turn the camera and you guys can see me doing that. Let's see. I have 0 space. 1 layer is fine. I think so too, Franny, because I think I did that. What is the weight of that machine on my TV table? This machine weighs like 18 pounds. And this is the dining room table. It works fine. So, okay. I'm going to pull this out because it's going to have to do its thing here. Float one. Kim, that's brilliant. Carriage of the embroidery unit will move. I'm going to tell it okay. Now, one of the things I absolutely love about the Brother Embroidery is that the buttons are all the same no matter what. Okay to recall and resume previous memory. I'm going to tell it cancel. So, you know, the buttons that are here are exactly like what they are on the Luminaire minus a couple. So it all just works. I'm going to try that single layer. Float one, I don't know. I'll have to, let me think on that, because we've got a lot of, oh, you know what? One layer works because I am doing quilt as you go, and I'm going to have batting in there, and that's going to provide the stabilization that I need so that it doesn't pucker. Okay. Let me go ahead and put this in. I have a 70 weight bobbin, pre-wound bobbin from Dime. Okay. Let me get this back in here. And I don't have my glasses on. I didn't grab those. Put my thread in my little thread catcher here. Yeah, one layer will work when you've got batting for sure. And oh, let's see. Oh, I didn't cut my background fabric. Dang it. Let me do that. So you guys, the background fabric cut amounts are way too big. If the block finishes at 5, I mean, all of the fabric cut amounts, in my opinion, are way too big. If it finishes at 5, why do I need a 10 by 10 piece? That is such a waste. And we're going to find that out with all of the applique fabrics too. It's just way too much. So I'm going to show you my lazy way that I do this. What size bobbins do Brother Embroidery Machines use? Heidi, they use the Style 15 Class A standard embroidery bobbin. Very, I'm just going to cut these. Very common. You can find them, you know, at Walmart and everything. So over in the sewing aisle, if they still have that. I'm going to use my new Sweet Snips from Fat Quarter Shop. Isn't that pretty? Love it. I'm just going to go ahead and cut a chunk out of this. I don't have a cutting table set up or anything. So I've got my OmniGrid. It's back here, and I've got it flipped to the ironing side. I don't know why, because I don't have heat and bond light on the back of my fabrics. So I really just need like a 7 by 7. Okay. I've got no room here. Just throw it on the floor. Thank you for the happy anniversary. Yeah, 24 years today, I think. 2001. Mine does not use a special bobbin case for, well, you're right. Yeah, you can use a special bobbin case. It's a standard bobbin case, and it's just tightened a little bit more on the tension for a lighter weight thread. I'm just going to cut a chunk of this, you guys. And I'm going to eyeball it because there's print on the fabric in lines. This is terrible. Thanks. You guys, I'm such a hack. I don't even know why you're here. I want to make sure I got enough. I've got way too much, as a matter of fact. Okay. I should have done this last night when I was setting everything up. It got late and I was tired. So thank you. Fireworks. Yay. Sandra, I got your email. I will check that site out. I appreciate that very much. Okay. Let me turn on my thing here. And my batting is too big too. I just cut, this is a chunk. I love to use batting scraps for these kinds of projects. So here's my background fabric. It looks fine. Yeah. All righty. So let me get some thread on the machine. And I don't have a thread tree with me, you know, a vertical. So if you don't have a vertical thread, if you're using a cross wound thread like these cones are, so they make thread that is straight wound and cross wound. Okay. And I don't know if you can see how it's cross wound like that. Okay. This kind of thread likes to go up before it goes down. And it makes it very happy. And you don't get, you know, knots and stuff like that. So what I do is I put mine in a Happy Camper. This was a gift from a viewer. Happy Camper mug. And I close the bobbin and I close that. pull that out. There we go. And I put it behind the machine. Okay, and then I bring the thread up and over like this. And I like to run it through the guide for making a bobbin. It doesn't have to, but I just like it better. Keeps it from getting hung up as it enters the thread path over here. So then I can pull the thread from the front, unthread the needle, and pull it through. Let me see. Open my tension discs. There we go. And perfect. Yay. That worked out really well. All right, so let me pull up the design. I don't know if you guys can see. Okay. I'm going to go to the pocket for memory and the USB. And Autumn Love 6x10. Do I have the... I thought I kept the folder for the background quilting. Hold on a second. Go up. Now, Autumn Love 6x10. And I'm going to use my buttons here to pull up the design. I also want to see, I thought I had a folder on here for the background quilting. Let me go through all of these patterns. I don't. I thought I did. Oh, well, let me find that design. Y'all, I got to get my background quilting going. Thank you, Paul Thomas. Here's what I'm looking for. Ooh, I'm going to pull this USB out and pop this in here. I want to save the background quilting to my USB from my laptop. Let me see if it'll let me do that. You guys bear with me for just a moment, if you would. Okay. I want to drop this, drag and drop it. It's not letting me do it. I need my mouse. I'm not trying to rename it. Stop doing that, y'all. Me and this Mac are still getting acquainted. Okay, I have to get my mouse. I need to get back with you guys. I'll be right back. I got to get my mouse, you guys. Hold on a second. She's going to have to pee. I'm still getting used to the 3-finger move thing, the 2-finger mouse pad thing. Okay. Where's my mouth? She is hungry. It's 8 o'clock, time for breakfast. No, I'm not. It's right here. I put it out of the way. Why isn't my mouse attaching? Okay, now my mouse is connected.
Ain't gonna feed me.
I'm busy. I'm working, dear. I'm working. Well, goodness, you guys. Oh, it is copying. Good. It's copying. Finally. Technology. Isn't it great?
Water.
Let's see. I can use the Apple key and C to copy and paste. And V to paste similar. The Apple key. What's that? The command? Oh yeah, Command C, Command V. Yeah, that works, right? It has been a learning curve. I know, Carol. I'm getting used to it. It's still copying right now. There are so many files on there. I probably should have just copied the one that I needed. Hey, there is a new version of Brother Canvas, the downloaded version out there. So, yeah, I did set my mouse so I can right click it and make that work, copy and paste. Absolutely. I did do that. But there, if you're using, there we go. It says it's done. I don't know. It's still working here. Let me see if I can eject it without any. Yeah. There we go. Not any issues. I hope I can see it. You can tell I've lost weight, Vicki. Yeah, I dropped another 1.5 pounds right before we left. And go back to home. Okay. I hope to keep on going. I need to do, I'm only 5 pounds over my Air Force Max. Trying to keep that down. A lot of my clothes are big too. Hey, Lady Bear, I love your name. That is so cute. Gotta go. Bye, Debbie. Okay, I want to see. Let me go ahead and bring up USB. There's my background quilting. Okay, I'm going to bring up Autumn Love first because I need to stitch out the placement line for the batting. Okay, and the tack down for the batting and the fabric. And then I'm going to get out of the design and open up the background quilting and add that in. So you found my 1.5 area. Okay. Now I need to find that the summer flowers. I can see the pictures here. Glasses. Got to find that block. You know what? What I need to do is just load it right. Video on the go. Yeah. I just need to load it right from, so that that's the only file that's on there. Let's see. There's the sunflowers. We did that one last week. I don't know what it is. It's hard to tell what's what, right? Is this it? I think, let me see. No, that's not it. Delete. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. Here I am poking around. This is what we go through. Like I say, this is how we this is how we go through showing how to make the sausage, right? I don't know which design that is. I can't remember. I need to look at the thumbnail for today's video. Oh my goodness. I need to look at that thumbnail and see. I have a picture of it. It's yellow corners with purple. Okay. I think this is it here. Is that it? I can't tell. Can you believe that? Oh. I can't tell. It looks like it, but the colors on my screen are wrong. It's okay. Thank you, Betsy. All right. So I'm going to hit edit end. And oh, let me go back. I'm going to put it in memory and I'm going to, oh, that's the acorn one we did last time. I don't want to do the acorns again. Go back. Okay. Somebody texted me telling me this is miserable. Is it? Part of the problem is I don't have my glasses. Keith, can you find my glasses, please, sweetheart?
Oh my goodness, that's a lie.
He's going to complain. I didn't want him to do that. There's a pair over there where on my little table. Y'all, I'm just going to pick one and go. Oh, no. Sorry.
No.
Grab my purse. It's hanging on the chair, please.
Oh, those not back.
I think this is it. I found it. I found it. Yay. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's love, you guys, right? I hardly ever ask him to do anything for me. Okay. I've got my glasses now. This is it. Perfect, perfect. Okay, good. I'm going to do edit end. Now we can get stitching. I'm so sorry. I appreciate your patience on that. I'm going to hit embroidery and we're ready to go. So the very first one, I don't know if you guys can see the box. It's just a placement line. So I'm just going to go ahead and stitch that. I'm going to put my foot down. That's the one thing that it takes me to get used to with the smaller machine is putting that foot down. Donna says you're a good man, Keith. Did that stick? I don't think it yet. Nope, it didn't. Once again, the basting line doesn't stick for me. So I'm going to cut it and go back. This is the way you can make that work for you. If you can't get your basting line to stay in one spot, let me go needle plus minus. I'm going to go back to 0 and tell it okay. All right, so I'm just going to do a knot real quick. Let me go needle plus minus plus 1 to the very first stitch, and then I'm going to do the knot. Lower the presser foot. I wonder how many times it's going to tell me that. The button doesn't operate when the embroidery unit is attached. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, so easy enough. I'll just go needle down, needle up, needle down, needle up. What I'm doing is taking little individual stitches and it's doing a lock stitch essentially. I'll just manually do that little knot. Tell it okay, and now go. More than one way, right? Let's see. It's stuck. There we go. I need a neck thing. I know. All right. You're going to have to watch me poke around again while I do the search for the background quilting, you guys. You have to hold the tail. I could do that, I suppose. All right. So now I'm going to put down the batting and the fabric and make sure that everything is covered, right? And I'm going to go back to 0 on the machine. I'm in the needle plus minus mode. Plus 1. I'm going to needle down, needle up, needle down, needle up. So did I want to do that? I'm going to have to take it out. Yeah. Okay. It's fine. I think before on the Luminaire, I did not do this because this stitch is larger than the 5x5. I'll pick this one out. Next time I'll just use the 5x5. Okay, now I need some background quilting. I promise I will have the designs preloaded and ready to go next time, you guys. Yesterday was just kind of crazy. I'm going to tell it, I'm going to go back to home. Is it okay to cancel the current pattern? I'm going to tell it okay. Now I'm going to go to the pocket for memory, the USB, and I want to go into my background quilting. And let's see, I have daisies. I have all of that stuff. Let me look for the, there's the orange peel. I don't want that. Crosshatch. There it is. In the hoop. And A square blocks. She has all these background quilting. Okay. I need to look. Let's see. I want that one and set. That's not bad. And edit end and embroidery. Do you see what I did? I was in one. I got out of it. I went to the next one. Now I'm going to go into the needle plus minus, and I'm going to skip over to, I want stitch number 4. I'm going to tell it okay. That's just the background quilting. Put my foot down and go. Then when I pick out that little basting stitch that I just put down, I can use the trimmer by George to just go around and get that. Okay. So now it's doing its background quilting. This little table is handling the shake of the machine just fine. It's not bad at all. We got a little rain here this morning, and Keith has been looking on his phone for the best way. We're going to Windstar up in Oklahoma when we leave here, and we'll be there for 2 days. Oh, your quilt shop closed, Diana? I'm sorry. I hate that. It's hard to stay and keep going, isn't it? Okay, so this is finished. It doesn't sing to me. It just goes beep, beep, like that. Okay, now I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go back to home, tell it okay. I'm going to go into the pocket for memory. I'm going to go into the machine because I saved it in the machine. Did I? I didn't. Darn it. And Autumn Love. And now I know what I'm looking for. I believe. Here we go again, right? Yes. Set. Nope. Here we go again. I thought I saved it in the machine. I must have not hit the button. It's really hard to see in these little screens, you know? Not that one. Keep going. This one. Yes, this one. Edit end, embroidery. And now in the needle plus minus, I'm going to go ahead a thread to stitch number 2 and tell it okay. And now it's going to do the placement line for the purple flowers there, the leaves or whatever they are, the purple. All right, needle down. I need to change my thread. And I just pull it through. And the dark purple, I believe, no, the light purple is the one we need. I don't even have the instructions with me. I'm just flying. It's awesome. I'm able to do it on the road. Yeah, I poke and prod around here until I get it right. But I definitely wanted something that I could do on the road. Sewing calms the brain for sure. Okay. I've got both my little thread tails here. Tie them off. Okay. Unthread the needle, pull it through. All right. Okay, placement line for the purple flowers. And the next stitch is 19 minutes. Woo. A good source for glide. Okay, I got mine at Austin Quilting and Sewing, I think. It's going to give me all 4 of the leaves. Embroidery has taken over your heart. Yeah, isn't that nice? The instantaneous gratification of it. Yeah, 19 minutes for the second stitch. I mean, for the stitch after this. Oh, you know what? it's doing a tack down without the placement. I'm going to tell it to stop. Let me go back. Pull my foot up. 19 minutes has to be the satin stitches around the trimming, right? How do I store my dime hoops? Sophie's, I just stand them up on edge next to a cabinet. I have places to hang them, but I have hooks on the side of my ironing station to hang them, but I don't do that. So I was sitting here watching this, and it goes around twice. I don't know why. I think I know why. I think it's a tack down stitch, not a placement stitch. So if you are doing pre-cut pieces, you probably will need to run that stitch twice, once for the placement and once for the tack down. So I'm just going to lay this on here, okay, and tell it to do it again. That's weird. Because it is going around twice. So that tells me it's a tack down. So once it finishes this one, see, now it's going back over the stitches that it just did. Sometimes the digitizing, you kind of got to figure it out, right? Can you recommend a brother travel sew only machine? Depends on what kind of sewing you want to do. Yeah, crafting on a dime, I know. I like to preview in Brilliance too, but I probably should have, right? Thanks, Carol. I don't think we're going through more. Isn't that the home of Toby Keith? We went through there one time. I have not updated my files yet. Judy, really? I'm super lady to do it on the road. Thank you, Judy, for your sticker. That's very thoughtful. It's a great way to start my day, right? Yeah, it is the home of Toby Keith. I thought so. We went through there on our last trip up into Oklahoma. Sure did. You want the design, but $80. Well, crafting it, if you look at it like this, there are so many designs on that one USB. It's not like it's just one, right? So that's the give and take there. There are instructions for the pattern. I'm just not using them. Flying by the seat of my pants, y'all. Okay, so that stitch has finished. I'm going to pull the hoop, and I need to trim around. She says, I know. Yeah. I need to trim around this. This is the old way when you don't, the old fashioned way, when you don't cut your pieces first. Firm flat surface on your lap, guys, if you're going to do lap work. And I don't think you're going to be able to see me because of the camera angle. I could move this. I can move this. Push this back. And maybe put this up here. Yeah, you definitely need a firm flat surface when you are trimming in the hoop because it's very easy to mess up your registration, which means the stabilizer can sag, it can get some play in it, and that once that happens, you can't recover from that. Okay, you virtually can't. You have got to you got to start all over. Okay, so it's interesting. Yeah, they've got these so that I can get that center circle out. And this is the step you guys never see me do because I always pre-cut my pieces. So we'll get out of here today. I don't know. Checkout is at 11. We usually like to get on the road by like 10. And then I think we're going back. Are we going back toward Fort Worth, Keith, to get on the highway? Yep.
35.
And 35, and then take it up to Windstar. And then we'll be up there for 2 days. And then from there, we go to Amarillo, spend the night in Amarillo, out of Texas into Texas. Have I ever if you digitize, you'd find the prices of the embroideries are worth it. Yes, Pamela, I believe that. I had to digitize the cruise lady designs, the cruising designs that we did from Amy Bradley. She just sent the pattern, right? And I snap-appliqued them. And I digitized those designs for the cruises we just came off of. That was miserable. Oh, I hated it. So many pieces. And then you do it and it's an enormous amount of work. And there are people who love it. And that's good. We all have our purpose in life, right? Okay. So that's how then I'll just take a ruler and trim away the nasty part and have a clean piece of fabric left. Okay. So let me get this out of the center. And digitizing, ugh. The only digitizing I do is the snap-applique, and that's if it's got really small pieces. I didn't even think about how many pieces and what was going to be involved with that. I told Keith I'll never do that again, because he would leave for like 4 or 5 hours and come back and he's like, "You still doing that?" All right, so the next stitch, I believe, is the because it says it's 19 minutes and I can see it on the preview. So that's going to be the satin stitch all around those purple flowers. And it probably won't finish before we get done. We might be doing it again tomorrow morning. Who knows? Scissors. Scissors. Uh-oh. Scissors. Okay, we're ready to go. Let's see how this does on a heavy satin stitch, which is what we've got. Scissors. Tracy, you ordered the magnetic hoops from Dime and they still have not shipped. Do I know if that's a normal time in shipping? I'm not sure when you ordered them, but so Dime has been purchased by OESD. Yep. Dime has been purchased by OESD. And so I'm not sure how June 18th. Ooh, that's a long time. Yeah. You might reach out to OESD's customer service or Dime's customer service and see the status. They might be on a boat somewhere out in the Pacific. Never know. I ordered 2 bobbin cases for Spanky, my 10 needle, mid-June as well. It was when Jason was over to fix it because I had a spring or something happened. I don't know what was going on. And they just shipped yesterday. So I think that, I don't know what's going on with shipping. Also, speaking of shipping being delayed, the Up on the Rooftop quilt along from the Fat Quarter Shop that's supposed to ship in July sometime, Kimberly said the other day, I think it was Monday or Tuesday on her live, that it's delayed. They haven't received the fabric yet. So she just put that out there. Well, we always had fast shipping from Dime, Sharon, when Dime, before it was purchased. So I don't know. There's still stuff out in the slow boat somewhere. I don't know. Oh, okay. Christina said they're moving their warehouse. So some orders are delayed. Yeah, so the Dime warehouse, I believe, is in Plano, Texas, near Dallas. And they've been bought by OESD, which is in Oklahoma City. So that makes sense that they're shipping all of that up there. So. Evelyn, that's hilarious. That's too funny. She said, my husband wants me to sell my stuff a little too high. I had a thought. Sewing is my hobby and golf is his hobby. How much money does he make golfing? Too funny. Look at how great this machine is working. I love it. This is a fantastic. So this, like I said, oh, this is the same machine minus the Disney that I gave my granddaughter. Somebody mentioned in a comment and sent me an email and said, why don't I talk about my grandsons? And y'all love my grandsons, definitely. You know, this is a stitching channel, so I talk about stitching stuff, and that's why Callie is getting, I talk about what I'm giving her. Well, Sally, the 8x8 magnetic hoop that you ordered Friday and got it yesterday is not a common size, and so they probably had that in-house. If you ordered something that's a very common size, they may not have them. Oh, it was shipped from OESD. Okay. Yeah, give them a call. Give OESD a call and see if they've got your order. Okay. That's Oklahoma Embroidery Supply and Design out of Oklahoma City. You ordered the 8x14. Yeah. So my grandson, my oldest one, Calvin, you guys will see them. I'll have them on the live when I'm there. I'm so excited. He is going to an aeronautical engineering camp this summer, and it's 2 weeks long. It's great. And there were over 300 kids that applied for it, and they only took 25, and Calvin was one of them. He's 13. So very, very proud of him. He's going to learn all kinds of things about aeronautical engineering, and they're going to build drones, and they're going to fly their drones. And then I know that they're going to there's a place in Colorado Springs where it's like prepping for jumping out of an airplane, and you can float and fly in this tube. So yeah. Both boys can sew. Yes, they both can. Yeah. Callie won't let them use her machines. So when I first started going up there when the kids were babies, I bought just a plain small brother sewing only machine. It was like the CS6000i. And I sewed on that every time I went up there. It gave me something to do. And so she tells them that they can sew on that machine if they want it. Yeah, thank you. I'm very, very proud of Calvin. Yeah, he's already being looked at by aeronautical engineering colleges that specialize in that at 13. He's doing great. So proud of him. And then Aiden, who's only 8, he's the hurricane in the family. So he's more athletically inclined. He's big and just a rough and tumble boy. And we've got a special gift for him that we're bringing too. So, oh, good. Your grandson's working on his PhD in aeronautical engineering. That's fantastic. Yeah. So, you know, I just don't talk about the boys. I just have the most amazing grandchildren. I don't like bragging on them, right? Because you're getting an SDX 325 and need to know what mats you need. Kathy, I recommend definitely. So the 325 is going to come with, I think, a gold fabric mat and a purple standard mat. Both of those work great. And I recommend that you get a scanning mat as well. You'll really want that. Yeah. So no, I don't want to sound pretentious, you guys. So I don't talk about the boys a whole lot, but they're wonderful kids. All 3 of them are wonderful kids. Yeah. Oh, good. Awesome. Kenny, that's wonderful. Your wife's cousin, who's a quilter and hadn't met me, just texted, and she just booked the last cabin for the Rhine cruise. I filled the ship. Yay! They did have a couple more cabins open up, so that's great. I know we all have the greatest grandkids, right? We love them all to death. Yeah. A low tack mat too. Yeah. The 325 mats you use are the low tack and the scanning mat. Midge, that's pretty much what I use too. Yeah. But I have a lot of people that, you know, like in the classes that I teach, they just need to bring a sticky mat. We can work with it either way. If it's brand new sticky, we'll put the fabric face down and mirror it, right? If it's not sticky at all, do like I do, pull paper off and put it heat and bond side down and cut it. So that Rhine cruise. So now I have to stay on and keep with you guys for the next 2.5 years, right? Oh, Evelyn, you'll love your grandkids when they get home. It's too far away. I know, Midge. She says she's getting to the age. Well, you know what, Midge? I don't know if you remember Marianne, the lady on the cruise with short red hair. She and her friend Mabel, they're 80. They booked. Yeah. A grand bunny, Diana. That's great. I don't think you would want to use any other mat with heat and bond. Got your backing fabric for autumn love. Awesome. Oh, an autumn raindrop floral. Pretty. Yeah. Wanda. Thank you, Elaine. Wanda. I said Mabel. It's Wanda. Wanda and Marianne. Oh, Deb, the grandkids are leaving to their new. Oh, I'm sorry. I know that's the military life, right? Slobber face dog. We're going to be here doing this, but look at it go. You guys be sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe, and we can hang out more often. That's great. We're 21 minutes into a 50-minute stitch, and with applique, triple that. So this is going to take a while. Yes, I know, Midge. Yeah, that the wheelchair on your mobility will be definitely a problem. They don't have, you know, they don't, not like in the US. Europe is a lot different. Oh, yeah, that's right. Lisa, grandbaby number 5 due in September. Yep, Jason and his wife are expecting the next one. Keith is getting his ice. You're binding a king size quilt while listening. That's great. You ruined a new mat. You put fabric on with heat and bond down. Angela, welcome to the club. That is a rite of passage as snap-appliquers with scan and cut. That it is the 3700D. Yes, Joanne, it is. Is it Joanne or Joan? I'm sorry. What changes to Brother Canvas? I don't know. I downloaded the update last night, but I haven't played with it to see what the change is. I need to mess around with that while we're traveling on up to Colorado so I can make sure I get it right. Yep. I used to work with Betty Boop's son, Jason, when I was in my day job. He was a IT.
Oh, that is wrong.
Oh, he's gonna, hold on. Oh, congratulations, Chris. Expecting your first grandchild this month. How exciting. Do I have a coupon for Embroidery for the 4th? Not yet. I emailed them to ask about that too. Oh, Harriet machine binds to the front, customer stitches to the back. Yeah, definitely nice. Yeah, son Jason was end user support for the Air Force at the Personnel Center when I was working there at Randolph Air Force Base. And then he got into cybersecurity like I was doing. He actually used to work for me. Oh, good, Pamela. It's time for Alaska to Japan with Viking. Woo. I can't do that. I can't be on the boat that long. I would assume their Trans-Pacific is much larger, right? I think. Where are we at? this will not finish before we get done here. So I can't be on a boat that long. Oof. I will be doing no more back-to-back sew and sales. I told them already, one at a time. I can't do it. Yes, Pamela, thank you. So Amy Bradley is offering 20% off all her designs this weekend for the 4th. And you guys, I've got a link below for, you might be able to get another 10% off if you use my coupon code. Try that. I think they'll honor it. She didn't tell me they wouldn't. So you thought putting fabric face up with heat and bond on the back on a scanning mat. Rita, when in the scanning mat, you only put paper on there or some kind of if you're using like laser pre-cut pieces, you would put paper side down, but it's not going to cut on a scanning mat. Yeah, just keep the paper on. Oh, congratulations, Marianne. Yay. Not scanning, cutting. Okay, so on a cutting mat, if your cutting mat is super sticky, you want pretty side down, fabric side down, paper on, mirror the design. All right. Don't put heat and bond straight onto a brand new mat because and you won't ruin the mat. You're just going to spend about an hour scraping it off. Okay. I knew this was the final satin stitch. That's weird the way that one did that. That probably is an updated file that I didn't know and I didn't use. I think I have some work to do tonight. Yeah. But stitching beautifully. This is a great machine. Brother NQ3700D. If you don't want to pay for the Disney part of this, you can get the Brother NQ3550W. Exact same machine. Scrapping like a lady. I don't hear it raining here right now. No, it's not. It was sprinkling this morning, but not right now. There's a RV right next to us. Well, April, I'm glad you're here during the live again. That's great. Oh, that's it. Our hour is up, you guys. Let me turn this off. It is stitching on the final. All right. It's stitching on the final flower petal. I just stopped it. I cut it. I want to show you guys up close how pretty it is. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Turned out beautiful. Love it. So it's doing the last one right now. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for spending your time with me today on Embroidery Thursday. We will be doing this quilt and this project Tuesdays and Thursdays while I'm on the road. We start the quilted Christmas tree on July 14th. So I've got links to that below. And I'm going to be doing some other stitching on those other days. All right. Thank you, guys. I love y'all. I hope you have a great day. And we're getting ready to get on the road and head to Oklahoma. So we'll talk to you soon. You guys go sew something. Bye.